Now, a Detroit judge totally took his authority to another level. Now, I always tell y'all, right? People that are in position and they have some type of authority, they really think that they run the position. They run everything and that they can't be removed. Everybody can be removed from these titles that they have out here for jobs and positions. And you think you have authority to dictate, and yeah, you do at that time, but you can be removed too and be broken down back with the people. It's not just because you get a position, you etched in stone. Now, this judge here knew well he didn't have the authority to put that young lady in handcuffs. She was there being introduced to the justice system. She was seeing how the process goes. It was a field trip. It's your boy DZ. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. The judge was wrong. He didn't know anything about the young lady that was in court, her circumstances, what she was going through. He didn't know none of that. And because she fell asleep, he took it upon himself to want to lock her up, to show her example about falling asleep. But he didn't know what was going on at home. He didn't know what was up with her home situation. And come to find out, she didn't have a home. The mother said they was homeless. So she hasn't been getting proper sleep. Wherever they was sleeping at, they was sleeping somewhere to survive. So who knows how much sleep she had. But the judge wanted to lock her up. And she was on a field trip experiencing the justice system. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. She was experiencing what it's like to be inside the courtroom and understand the process. And her first vision of the justice system is her being put in handcuffs because she was tired and she wanted to get a little bit of sleep. He couldn't ask her, are you going through something wrong? But the first thing, like people with power, they don't want to help you. They want to flex their power. The justice system isn't trying to help you. They're trying to flex their power. And make sure y'all hit that like button. Because she came in there, made it to school, tired and all. Whatever circumstances that she didn't have nowhere to live. She came to school though. She still wanted to get the education. Made it on the field trip to go to the courthouse. And this would happen. He was supposed to be showing her that it's safe in there. This is what deters people from dealing with them. When you see situations like this, you embarrassed her in front of everybody because she was tired. Violation. And I'm sure that her family is going to sue, and I hope they do, because you embarrassed her for being tired. And now this is something that she got to live with. Her classmates seeing this. People probably was laughing. Now the whole world knows. And this is what I always try to tell you. When you in position, don't think you can't be taken and knocked out of your position. He flexed a certain kind of power inside the court in front of everybody, and then they removed him off the docket. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button from Sweden. Hey, listen, when you got position, you got to respect that position. You in position, you make it there, not think that you can abuse your power, but this is what is happening everywhere. People get in a certain position and feel that they can't be taken from that position. You got to respect it. And you see what they did? They took him and sat him to the side and said, we're going to remove you off the docket. Violation, man. Straight violation, man. And it's like, how can you trust people that get in these positions because they got their own life going on and you don't know what's going on at home? You expect people to come in here and judge you off the law, right? But these people got issues. For him to get upset because she fell asleep, it was an issue going on at home. And I mean that. Hit that like button. It was an issue going on at home for him to come into work with the kids on a field trip and to get upset because she fell asleep in his courtroom. And he said he's haven't been disrespected like that in a long time. Like, come on. It wasn't like she was there because she was in trouble. She was there on a field trip. And that's the crazy thing. I'm like, that's why when you got those people in position, you can't think that they're perfect. You can't think that they don't do no wrong. You judging other people's lives when you make mistakes. And then listen, you see how they put him in position and then take him out of position when he didn't expect it. He didn't expect for them to say, yo, you got to step down. You got to. But this is what people don't understand. You think that because you get to a certain point in a job title or position that you run the job. Nah. If they can take the president out of the presidential debate and tell him you not running, what you think they're going to do to you? Anybody. This is everybody. Nobody can feel like they have a greater position at things than others and can't be removed, because everybody can be removed. And that's real. He got in position and flexed his power, and what took him out of position is when the world addresses something that you do wrong. When the world go against you, that's why people got to understand we control the decisions as a whole if we feel like we want it to be a certain way. It's when we don't come together on certain decisions as a unit. With the presidential situation, people got to come together to a certain sense for us to come together. For real. And now he wants to talk to the family, right? The family don't want to talk to him. The family ain't got no rap for that judge, because he done violated that young lady at 15 and made her go through a feeling and experience that she didn't do nothing to get in trouble to go through. That's something right there. That's something right there, man. I just, like, that's why you just can't trust people that got that kind of like power to dictate over you, because it gets to their head. You have some people that play by the rules, but most people, it gets to their head. Because everybody's trying to get somewhere in life. So when you get to a certain level and you feel like you conquer something, you get a non-caring attitude about how certain things affect other people. You just be concerned about what you doing. And in that position, he wasn't thinking of she just fell asleep. He was thinking about, I have authority and you gonna do as I say. And that was a bad choice. You know? Got so upset because she fell asleep but didn't know the circumstances. That's the thing. You know? And it's like that dealing with people everywhere. You don't know nobody's circumstances, so when you bump into somebody and you having a bad day, you don't know if they having a bad day, so you don't know if it's going to be fireworks. And she was probably having a bad day because she wasn't getting no rest. So of course she wasn't going to respond to you the way you think she should. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And he looking for a sharp response. And you're going to get a sharper response from an adult and have more expectancy out of an adult, because you would think an adult would understand how to handle themselves in the courtroom. But for her coming in the courtroom at that age, yeah, she should understand, but the circumstances is the family's going through something. When you going through family issues, it's hard to deal with yourself in the public. It's hard to handle yourself properly in the public because you're internally dealing with something. You might have a face on that you got to cope and deal with things, and that's probably how it was. But then you're irritated also if you're tired and somebody is like trying to, embarrass you. Because I'm sure he was saying what he was saying and it was making her feel like you trying to embarrass me in front of everybody. Yeah. But people of authority, right, feel that they got control. They handle people real rough because they feel that they are the authority. It's really not no sympathy. And it's only sympathy, right, when they're going through something. Like now that the world done turned on him, I'm sure he wants sympathy. But when people feel like they got the control, they don't care. Not at all. Not one bit. But yeah, gotta pay attention to that stuff, man. That's why you gotta try to stay clear, man. Try to be on point. And I just feel, messed up for the situation. Because you get like embarrassed in front of everybody and get locked up for nothing. Your introductory to the justice system. Is this how you get mistreated? You see people mistreated all the time. Now that they got cameras and, people recording stuff everywhere, you see that it's foul. But people been saying it for years. People been saying it forever, how foul the system can treat you. Because it's people with authority making decisions with their emotions. When they should be going by the law, but they making decisions with their emotions. It's like you want them to follow the law, but the situation might touch home. And people make decisions off things they can relate to. It was a judge around this way. He had a child that was strung out. So everybody that would come in front of him, he would over-sentence them. because he was emotionally attached that his child was going through something. So he wanted to make anybody that came in front of him with that kind of case suffer the worst consequence, overextended, because he was experiencing something. And it's a lot of them that do that. They be going through something. So when the person come in front of them in that situation, they gonna stick it to them. They might have got their house burglarized. You come in front of them with that kind of charge, they gonna give you the max, because they was experiencing something that touched them that you did. But we don't expect this and expect them to be like that, but that's how they are. People of position. When they go home at night, they look in the mirror like, people gotta do what I say. Crazy. And we put like these people at the top of everything. We make this, man. The people make it. If the world wants to go against you, everybody's going against you, no matter who it is. If everybody turns on you, they're going against you. And you see, when the focus of something bad happen, easily to remove you and step you down, put you to the side. But they're putting back in position. It's just they gonna have a close eye on him. Now he got like a probation period, and he has to go take some type of like training. They put him in some type of like, he got to do a training for the situation, knowing he took it too far. Like, come on. And then made a statement saying, well, I could have locked her up if I wanted to and kept her overnight. You wanted to keep the girl overnight. She came on a field trip because she fell asleep. Nah, that's something else going on at home. That's something going on at home that you coming to work to deal with. Well, nobody want to say that. Nobody want to keep it real like that. Them people be coming to work with issues presiding over your life. You look at the judges, right, that was in the YSL case, the Glanville judge and the judge that's on the case now, right? That's night and day. The judge now is more like she's listening to the facts and checking the law and then make her ruling. The judge that was on there from the beginning, he was going off of his emotions and how he felt and how the prosecutors rebutted with things. That's why I say they make the decisions with their emotions. They not going with the law. They can see something plain as day. But it's how they feel. And the connections. You know what I'm saying? It depends, because a lot of the judges are connected with the prosecutor. The prosecutor is presenting a case to them to make a decision to benefit the prosecutor. So they be connected, man. They really be connected. And you got to trust their decision presiding over your life when they got issues going on within themselves, man. For real. But, you know, let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about that judge taking that too far. How you would have felt? How you would have felt if the judge did that to one of your kids? Because the mom is like, now she got to come and tell the world I'm homeless. She just had to let the world know I'm homeless. I don't got nowhere to live. That's why my daughter been up. We've been up. We on the go. But what they can say is that the child didn't get to school. They can't call the CPS on her. Child got to school. Child made it to school, but she was tired. And they held it on her. The judge said, I'm going to lock you up if you don't stay up. But we don't know what was said to the judge, because I'm sure the child probably, you got to understand, and we got to see it both ways on this, right? When a kid is going through something like that, and maybe they got to take care of their siblings, they involved with a lot, they got to try to make sure the other kids get something to eat, sharing, right? When they living like that, they agitated on the inside, right? They internally agitated, so they popping off. That's the dysfunction at home of make it where as though you can't function when you're dealing with other situations. So, but the judge didn't know that. So, he's dealing with something. You got different people's emotions clashing. She was upset. He was upset. He expecting her to respect his authority, and she going through something. She don't even understand life yet. She just know they struggling. You know what I'm saying? That's all she knows, is they struggling, and she probably got to do a lot to help out, and they don't got nothing, nowhere to stay. Life can get rough, man. You don't know what kind of situation somebody in. People be in some rough situations. But it still ain't no exception for the man to put the cuffs on her, lock her up. Ain't no exception for that. You know what I'm saying? He went too far, man. But it's your boy DZ, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video. It's not about the setback, it's about the get back. Nah.